What's going on, you guys? I'm back bringing you some useful, very useful information. This is a strike pack and a Zen video. You read the title, but it's more to it that I want to explain. Just the title. Gotta let you guys know, this is kind of a rant slash, tutorial, if you will. I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, so if you don't want to hear me talk, you just want to see gameplay, I guess skip to the end during my demonstration in game. But if you enjoy me talking, stick around, because I got a lot of important things that I think you will benefit from hearing. First things first, I want to clear up something. A lot of people ask me, why don't I make a spreadsheet? Why don't I make something, like Lead the Panda and others are doing? Me personally, that's them. Me personally, honestly, I'm be straight up, I'll feel like a dick, a complete dick doing that, because one, that's not me. I'm fine with just doing YouTube and making YouTube content for you guys, but I'm not gonna do something like that for two big reasons. One is the main reason. This is the main reason. Like I said, I feel like a dick because it's free. You guys can shoot at a wall whenever you have time off. Follow these videos. I make ton of videos. Other kinds of creators make ton of videos. There's another guy, I believe, like Wayno, whatever. I hope I'm saying that correctly. He's another one that does free Taylor Drift, I think it is, the script and stuff like that. He does free videos on there as well. You can find them online and on Reddit, forums, stuff like that. So it's free. There's the strike pack mods, stuff like that, and getting values and just learning yourself, just like I have, just like everybody else has. You're learning yourself. I know my pass is like $14.99 USD a year. But that's the only thing you got to pay. But you paying that to the devs, so like that they could grant you access. You got access to my pass and stuff like that. But like I said, finding values is free. Something you can just get on, do it yourself in free time for any gun. Find your perfect setting, your perfect match, and stuff like that. And the second reason, which brings me into this whole point of this video, is because it's different. It's almost impossible to make like a working perfect spreadsheet, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, for every gun, and I'm gonna explain more in depth, for every gun, let's just say the XM4, there's literally going to be like 100 different values that you can get for the XM4. Like, oh, what do you mean 100 values? Let me explain. This is where I've started to actually get into the point of my video. Each gun's gonna have like 100 values, right? 100 values. Put aside like the sniper rifles and stuff like that, because you don't really need values for those. Also like semi-automatics. Let's be real, the main values we want is like ARs, SMGs, and LMGs, right? Let's just say the XM4 is gonna have 100 different values, because these are the things that you guys, a lot of you guys, fail to take into account. That matters when it comes to values, getting your values, using anti-recoil mod and all that stuff. First thing first is the console, right? Whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, they're all different. Could be the same game, yeah, but it's different. The way it is, the recoil patterns could be different. Let's say you and your boy, let's say you're on PlayStation, right, and your boy is on PC. Right off the rip, it's two different things, right? You're on console, they're on PC. Even though y'all can use the same exact gun with the same exact attachments, the same exact everything, but he or she is on PC, you're on console, you're gonna have, most likely, you're gonna have different values just from that difference, because they're on PC and you're on console. The gun's recoil pattern might be different, the way it shoots, the FOV, all those things take into account. Maybe not even the FOV, maybe just because them being on PC, the way the guns shoot could be different. I see a lot of comments where you guys, throw it at each other or throw it at other people because you're like, oh, you gave me wrong values, or values don't work, because one, they could be on PC. And that's just talking about the console and the PC, right? The difference between them. Now you got other things you got to take into account, right? Like the field of view, the sensitivity, 6677, 8899. Already off the rip, you're gonna have different values right there. Not to mention the attachments. Let's say for me, I'm at a 6.6, right? Like all my things, I'm at 6.6. Sensitivity, I play standard default, everything. Let's say I have the XM4 with like all the meta attachments, and I find my value. My value could be a 125. If I change one simple attachment, one little attachment that I don't think it can make a difference to another attachment, that one attachment could throw off my whole recoil. Then I gotta find another value with that attachment, that one attachment. And let's say you change another attachment on that same loadout for that same gun, and it throws off that value. Then you gotta shoot at a wall, retest again for that one simple attachment. You get what I'm trying to say, guys? So every attachment counts, sensitivity counts, the console counts, field of view, I believe field of view counts too. I'm not sure. I don't play on PC, so you know I'm stuck at like 80 field of view right now on PS5 and stuff like that. I don't mind. I'm not like a super hardcore sweaty anyway. I just make my videos for you guys, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I want to help you guys out the best way, and that's why I explain and I go on and go on and talk, because I know a lot of you guys say, oh, you talk too much, or I talk too fast, because I try to explain. I try to get everything out to you guys and talk about it as much as I can, so you guys have it all in the video. I don't just make the videos just for you guys and I say I don't give a fuck, I sit back and collect the views. No, like I don't give a fuck. I make my videos so you guys could like understand the strike plan is in. Like these devices, you know, go up and beyond, and if you guys go out and spend your money buy these devices and don't really know and don't follow directions and watch my videos to the T and understand, then you guys are gonna hate the device, throw it away, and stuff like that, when these devices can help you in so many ways. But anyway, like I said, attachments, you know, field of view, system, your sensitivity, no matter what sensitivity you play at, if you're different, other than if you're using like your settings other than what I run at 6.6, so different attachments, you're gonna get a different value. Now, if you're watching my video and you're playing exactly at 6.6 and everything, you copy my exact settings, like a 5 dead zone. That's another thing that you gotta take into account. Dead zone, the analog stick drift. If your analog suffer from any kind of drift, me personally, if my analog stick suffer from drift, I just chuck the whole controller away, buy a new one. It's pointless, don't even repair. I just chuck it away, don't waste time, and get a brand new one. Break them in, and then we good to go. That's another thing that you got to take into account. So it's a lot, guys. It's not just, you know, looking at a spreadsheet and copying what you see on that spreadsheet, reading a comment someone leaves under my videos, and listen to that person and copy, because we're all different. All of us are different. We all play with different attachments, different sensitivity, different controllers, you know. We're all on different console sites, so a lot of things take into account. But one thing that you can do is follow along with my video, because one thing that we all have to do is adjust the same way. We adjust the same way. Hold down L2, R2, down the D-pad. It's the same way, because we all got to follow the way it is meant to be followed in the game pack, the strike pack, and or the Zen. So no matter what attachments and all that you running, you can find your own value. Shoot out the wall, do your own testing, find your values. Now, like I said again, if you copy and paste my exact same settings, like if you run at 6.6 and all that, then and I play standard default, curve type is another thing that matters. We'll get to that in a minute once we get to the game pack. If you play exactly the way I play with my settings, most likely you can copy my exact same value. Most likely, because you're playing my same settings, then it will work for you. But if you're watching my video and you're playing a different sense, or different, you know, different field of view, or you're on like PC or something, or different attachments, or if you suffer from analog drift, and then you follow my video and do my testing, like with me, do the testing and copy my value, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I'm still getting recoil. This guy's a fucking lie. Then you come back to me, start being toxic on the video, because you guys gotta understand. And I feel like I finally gotta make this video, and like, I hope you guys understand. If you're making a little simple change, or you know, if you're running your own sensitivity and your own settings, but you want to copy my same exact value, it's not gonna work. You guys have to find your own value, do your own testing. All right, enough rambling on without showing you guys none. Without further ado, let's jump into the game pack right here. Call of Duty Warzone game pack, boom. Now, speaking just in this game pack alone, see what says matching game? You guys have to match everything in game to the T with this game pack. Now, I play at a 6.6. That's one thing that you got to take into account. The curve type, I play standard. If you play dynamic, which I believe like a lot of people play dynamic, that's another big factor that you got to shoot at a wall and do your own testing. So me, I play standard default everything at a 6.6. Basically, my settings is all like standard. Like, you could start off from my settings and then start tweaking and change it to your settings and go from there. Because I don't change much. I just play at 6.6 and I'll leave everything else standard default. Dead zone, leave it at 5. Leave dead zone at 5. Global mods, hair trigger, slide cancel. Everything else in this list is like complete useless. Don't even select it. Me, honestly, I just put HTSC. ADS anti-recoil quick edit. Best, most fastest, most convenient way to adjust your recoil. Going down. Anti-recoil aim smoothing. We're not going to talk about this. Just leave it standard. We don't know, and I don't know exactly what the heck this really is, or actually honestly does yet. Leave it on standard until the devs answers that question that we have with that. Aim assist intensity, for all those of you who are beginners or starting off, I say start at 15 and then work your way up. I say do not go down, don't go below a 15. You might still get screen shake like at 12, 11, but sooner or later it will cut off, and at that point the mod is not even working. So if you're gonna use this mod, start at 15 and either go from 15 to like 20 tops. That's what I say. But me, I learned that 18 works perfectly fine for me, even for season 4. Aim assist drift correction, you guys already know I explained this about this. If you suffer from any kind of analog drift, me personally, I'll just chuck the controller away, get a new one. But you know, if you're on a budget and stuff like that, completely understandable, guys. And you're trying to fix your analog sticks, then you want to come on here and adjust these two, you know, constantly until you fix your until you get your value and fix your recoil, stuff like that, your drift. But honestly, just to avoid the headache, just chuck the controller, get a new one, guys. Profile switch mode, weapon swap, PS4 light bar. I normally play manual, but I know a lot of you guys like the automatic weapon swap. So for the sake of my videos, I'll leave PS4 side light bar. Now here, I'm gonna try to like hurry this video up because I don't want this video to be too damn long for you guys. Assault rifle, XM4, Cold War. I'm just gonna be going over this gun, using it as an example, nothing else, just for this loadout. Starting at 100 value, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna test at plunder and all that with pretty much like meta attachments. Probably I'll do like no sight, stuff like that. Like somebody would rock this like a secondary, and then I'm gonna get the recoil for that. Then I'm gonna show you guys that the most littlest change is gonna throw off the recoil. It's gonna throw it off completely. Even changing an attachment is gonna throw off completely. Then you gotta retest, you have to retest again. That's the reason why I say that basically literally each weapon is going to have tons and tons of different value numbers, recoil value numbers, if you want to run different attachments, if you want to run different settings and stuff like that. The most littlest setting change and the most littlest attachment change can throw off the value completely. So that's why I say there's different values for the same weapon. Like the XM4, again, the same exact value I'm about to get with the meta attachments, you know, might not be the same value by like switching up and changing the attachments. Guys, I'm here, let me just show you guys. All my settings still the same, 6, 6, 1. This is all that counts, all right? Control vibration, curve type, you know you gotta match all these settings. 180 sense, 6, 6, 0.5 dead zone, all right? And then standard aim assist. All right, these are all my settings. Now, let me show you guys. These are the attachments I'm going over, right? This is the basic XM4 secondary. Like if you're running this as a secondary, you know, no optic, just suppressor, takedown. Now, I like the takedown. If you guys want to run something else, you already know. No underbarrel, 45 round, Raider pad, and Tiger Team Spotlight. This is again an XM4 that you will run, just run and gun. Use it like an SMG, like as your secondary, right? This is at 100 value. Check it. I'm already on the gate pack. You already know. Sometimes at 100 value, you don't really need to necessarily change the recoil at all whatsoever. This is Warzone. This is the Warzone game pack. Don't even worry about the horizontal recoil. Worry about the vertical. I'm gonna move over slightly right here, cleaner, so you guys can see. I'm gonna shoot again. Roll 45 rounds. Gun barely moves at 100. Just go slightly left because of the extended mag, but it's pretty much at that point it's perfect. It's very usable. You don't need to adjust nothing. It's already set. You're good to go. Let's say this time I did put on optic. I went the axial arms. So I got the axial arms, takedown suppressor, 45 round, and serpent grip, right? So this is most likely gonna give you different results right off the rip in optic. Right off the rip. Going from no optic to an optic, especially the axial arms, trust. Right? I didn't change nothing else. So that's 6.6. Everything still remains the same. Let me go at it 20. I already killed myself and everything.
Move on my waypoint.
20 with axial arms. Now, check this out. Just by changing like 1 or 2 attachments, right? Look. I'm gonna move. That's obviously not gonna be left at 100 anymore. I didn't change the value because I would have to put back into the PC and all that. So you see, the gun went straight up. Now at this point, you ADS, shoot down D-pad.
Destination
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wrote down 10 times. Now this is how you will go about adjusting in your values. ADS, shoot that way again. Still goes a little up. I will say bring it down 2 more times. 1, 2. Reload.
Destination marked.
Right here.
Marking waypoint coordinates.
And I guess that's pretty much good. Again, it goes horizontal, it goes left, but there's not much you can do about it. Test again here.
Settings added 4.
This is double check. Yep, right there. That's the beam. That's as best as you're gonna get. So whatever value is at now, you will plug your strike back into the PC, get the values for these attachments, for these exact attachments, right? I don't want this video to be too damn long. I'm ending here before I think the 20-minute mark. But yeah, I hope you guys understand that every attachment matters and everything I listed matters. Console, PC, field of view, sensitivity, the analog, if your controller suffers from any kind of analog drift, it goes on. So you gotta really, you can't just copy someone else's value and expect it to work. First things first, get your own settings. First, match your own settings. Make sure your vibration is enabled. Make sure you got your right sensitivity matched and all settings matched, like I said, and the attachments going, and you got your whole loadout set. Then I guess you could watch a video, watch mine. If you play at 6.6, standard default everything, chances are then you could copy my exact same values if you're on console. Xbox to PlayStation, I believe most of the time it's similar. It's PC usually the one that throws everything off. So if you're on console or PC looking at the opposite values, stuff like that, just understand that a lot of you guys have headaches because it's PC values you're looking at or console values, and you're on the other console or vice versa. Whatever, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Just do your own testing. Follow along with the videos, either mine or someone else's, whatever. You follow, adjust, same way. But understand everything I mentioned in today's video matters. Sorry for rambling on and talking so damn much, but I just had to explain. You guys got to understand, you can't just grab something and run away with it, especially with the strike pattern Zen. Values and the values is a very hard thing. It's not a very hard thing. It's hard in the beginning, but you catch on straight away the more you test yourself and learn. But you can't just grab a value and expect it to work. It's not how it is. Sometimes, maybe like 5% of the time. Alright, so this video helped you guys out. You guys already know what to do. GG's if you stuck around, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Peace.